Hello and welcome to 2015. I think we are live now. Like everyone, I had a very busy holiday season between Christmas and New Year's, and my immune system took full advantage of that to learn some new tricks. So I feel like I'm behind my desk officially for the first time this year and doing a lot of catching up on a lot of things, and it's a typical winter day. It's a little bit hard to get enough light in here. I hope the video quality is okay. So welcome to 2015, and for those of you who have been doing your weekly focus items, you should have done some merch work last week, which means maybe it's just something simple like getting your logo together. Maybe you put in an order, maybe you've upscaled your show merch tables. Whatever you did is exactly what you were supposed to do, because this formula is about taking small, steady steps towards your goals and towards your vision of success. And leading from that, your vision of success, into the first thing on my list that I want to talk about. Many of you who have been in the group, you know that there are some links over there, and one of them is to a mind mastery course, which I had nothing to do with. My friend Tom Cassidy has that out, and it should be a free course. I really recommend it because it's going to have some foundational work that is going to benefit you when you apply what we're doing here. You're going to completely understand things on a whole nother level. Because when you're trying to do work in a weekly focus, in a weekly focus such as, let's take booking week, because it is difficult for the independent artist to promote themselves and make a phone call. If you're trying to do that and you're also doing negative talk, like, I'll never get in this venue, we'll never be able to play a gig there, they'll never be able to pay me what I need. Of course, you're going to be 100% correct. Okay, just stop it. So please take advantage of the mind mastery course. It's the new year. I'm sure many of you have new resolutions, and I want to support you in that. This is going to be a great way to do that. So please click on that link, take my friend Tom's course. It's going to change your life. When you do that, you will become familiar with the Udemy platform, and the Udemy platform is where I'm going to be publishing the official course. You guys are in on my development stage. You guys are in on my what's working, what do I need to include in each chapter, I don't want to forget anything stage. Okay, so that is all going to absolutely happen by April of this year, probably sooner. So that's what's coming in 2015. I want to take a minute to talk about shameless self-promotion, which is something that we all have to work on. Wherever you think you are, you can do better. Shameless self-promotion for me has been inviting you to my group, has been making these videos, because this is not where I started. I did not start to be in front of an audience of any kind, and much less to record myself. But here I am doing my own shameless self-promotion. Another thing I want to mention is, in that area, I'm going to try and tell this story without embarrassing anybody. There's this fantastic guitar player I know who has trouble with that. And he was witnessing this other artist that we are both connected with doing some shameless self-promotion. Now, in line with this particular artist's goals. This particular artist, his goal is to travel certain places and build his market in certain places. While they were at a gig, this artist understood that these people were visiting from this area that he's focused in. So he just immediately went over and began a conversation. Guitar player, fabulous guitar player over here, was expressing that he has a hard time doing that. He has a hard time approaching people and saying, look, we have the same interest, and building a conversation on that. And that's all it is just a conversation. Just step out and have a conversation. If you have something that they want, you want to tell them about it. And this guy's fabulous. Oh my God, he's such a great guitar player. I mean, he has nothing to be hesitant about or ashamed about. If he wants to go play somewhere, all he really has to do is just step out and say hello. So step out and say hello. The worst thing they're going to tell you is no, we don't like you. And I bet you've probably heard that before already. There's a certain amount of rejection that all artists deal with, and you know how to find your vein. You know how to find the people who like what you do. You know how to find the people who are receptive to you. So just take that leap, I guess is what I'm saying. And I don't want to get off too much, but I wanted to report on some success of another person in the group. Again, I'm going to leave their name out. They communicated with me personally. However, I do wish you guys would share this kind of stuff in the community, because this is encouraging for all of us. We had one lady who booked 6 gigs all at once, and that's because she's steadily working on these things. And even though it's not booking the focus week, whatever work she did there and steadily, and the force that she steadily applied every week, just a little bit at a time, it pays off big sometimes, and you just get it all at once. So I just wanted to share that actually happened with somebody in our group. We're having all kinds of success in our group, and please, please, please share that stuff. It doesn't matter about genre. It doesn't matter what kind of music you play, because we're not here to judge your music. You're creating something of value. You see that you must think it's valuable, or you wouldn't have created it. So you already have your validation in your creation, in your art. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to help you build a platform under that so you can achieve your vision of success for yourself. Whether the vision of success for yourself is travel focused, whether it is monetary focused, whether you want to hit a certain money goal, whether you want to hit a certain play goal, I don't know how many, do you want to book more gigs? Whatever success looks like for you, we're going to help you steadily achieve it by each week having a weekly focus. This week's focus is fan maintenance. So you cannot get anywhere in this business without having loyal, enthusiastic, wonderful fans willing to support you, tell their friends about you, and encourage your music. So you've got to give something back to them, and this is the week we're going to focus on that. So as far as fan maintenance goes, it's going to mean something a little different to everyone this week. And you've heard me mention before that this is the week sometimes you need to send out your request, fulfill your request. If you have a request from a fan for a photo, you need to send that. If you have a request from a fan of any kind, you need to respond. If you've been letting somebody lay back in the email because you didn't know what to say, this is when you set your timer and address that person. You've got to give them your respect. If they don't feel respected as your fans, they're not going to stay your fans for very long. And I think most of you are in this for the long game. I think most of you want a career that you see no end to. I've very rarely met a musician who says, oh yes, well, I'm only going to do this for the next 5 years, and then I'm going to stop being a musician. Never have I ever heard that. So I think most of you are really committed to playing the long game, whether you vocalize it or admit it right now. You are in the long game, and you want to build those lifetime fan base. And so maybe this is the week you reward the ones who are really extra loyal. If you've got some new merch or new swag in, maybe this is the week you hand it out to 1 or 2 special people who have really been super fans, or maybe they put some gas in your tank literally, or maybe they helped you in some other way. This is when you really do put some thought into this week about how you can maintain your fan relationships. And if you have a question, I'm sure there's something I missed. There's just always so much to do. That's why we have a weekly focus and a steady program. But please feel free to contact me. Many of you in the group have seen me post my address, my email address. Email me. If it gets lost, hit me here. I think I'm doing a pretty good job keeping up with stuff. Although I did have 1 or 2 bounce on me, which I'm not really sure why that happened. Maybe somebody missed a letter. I'm copying and pasting your address, so I don't know why a couple of those are bouncing. But please contact me. And those of you who have signed up and clicked the subscription link, it doesn't require money. If you give me your email address, you have access to the WhatsApp group that goes right here to my phone, and it dings during the day. And many of us in the group here, we're all seasoned professionals. We're on a different level of committedness. So if you ask a question to the group, many of us have the right answer. It's not like I'm the only one with the right answer. So part of the benefit of being in the WhatsApp chat group is whoever's online or whoever's in the group is available to answer your question, they can, and we can discuss it as a group. And synergistically, we all get there faster. All right, I'm done. This is this week's video. I thank you so much for watching and being an active participant in our group and in my beta test and helping me work out the kinks, because this formula, I really want to leverage my ability to not just help the artists that I have direct contact with, but to help all of you achieve something more each week. And I'm really excited about hearing your successes. So thank you so much for being active and listening to my videos and commenting in the group. I really appreciate you, and go do something awesome this week and let your fans know how much you really appreciate them. Talk to them on your social media, address them from stage and tell them thank you. It goes a long way. Have a great week. Bye-bye.